Do you ever feel like you and your partner are speaking two entirely different languages? Like, no matter what you say, the conversation ends in silence, withdraw, or even a bigger argument? If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. The truth is, most couples aren't arguing about the dishes, the bills, or even what happened last week. They are fighting to stay protected. And once you understand that, connection starts to feel possible again. Hi there. If we've never met, my name is Raquel Perez, and I am a therapist here in the state of Colorado. I specialize in sex therapy and couples therapy. And on this channel, I help create safety for insight so that you can discover the clarity and the wisdom that already exists inside of you. When conflict shows up in a relationship, what you're seeing is two nervous systems trying to stay protected. They're trying to find safety. Our bodies have one priority above everything else: survival. And that's true in the wild. It's also true in our living rooms. So when your partner raises their voice or looks away or even sighs in a certain way, your body can register that as danger. And without even realizing it, it very quickly and automatically shifts into protection mode. And guess what? Your partner's body is doing the exact same thing. And suddenly, it's not just you and your partner having a conversation. It is two nervous systems colliding. And that's why arguments can feel so intense, even when they start over something really small. It's not about the dishwasher. It's about safety. Here's the secret that most people miss. You cannot connect if your body doesn't feel safe. When your nervous system senses danger, your brain shuts off the parts of you that can problem solve, listen deeply, or even empathize. In reality, you are not being stubborn or cold. You're being protective. And your body is doing its job. So instead of rushing to find solutions, to figure out who's right and who's wrong, to figure out who's going to change, the very first step has to be to create safety. Because without safety, no solution will ever stick. And that protection, it can look very different depending on the person. Some people pursue, they lean in, they ask questions, they want to talk it out right now. And that's just their nervous system saying, if I can get close, maybe I can stay safe. And as I describe that first person, I can say that that is where I fall in. I fall into that category. And there are others who withdraw. They get quiet, they shut down, they walk away. And that's just their nervous system saying, if I can reduce the conflict, maybe I can stay safe. Which category do you feel like you fall into? And also, please remember, neither one of these are wrong. They're both just survival strategies. And when they collide, one partner can feel abandoned, and the other partner can start to feel an incredible amount of pressure. And the cycle just continues. So, how do we break the cycle? It starts with very small shifts. Instead of pushing right through, maybe you can try naming what is happening. You might try saying something like, I feel really overwhelmed right now. Is there any way we can hit that pause button, take a break, and come back to this a little bit later? If you're the one, like me, who tends to pursue, maybe you can try softening your approach a little bit. You can try saying something like, I really want to feel close to you, and I'm scared that we're not on the same page. Do you think that we could come together and talk about this a little later when we're both a little bit calmer? And if you're the one who tends to withdraw, you can try practicing reassuring your partner without abandoning yourself. You can maybe try saying something like, I am not abandoning this conversation. I just need a little bit of time and space so that I can settle down and really focus on the conversation and give you my attention. And then you can try and use your body to communicate safety. Soften your tone, slow your breathing down, offer eye contact, reach out for your partner's hand. These tiny little gestures tell your partner's nervous system, I am not your enemy. I'm here with you. And over time, those very small shifts interrupt the cycle and they begin to shift and create a new one. Cycles that spiral you toward connection, not away from. But connection isn't just about what happens during conflict. It's about the foundation that you are building each and every day. Safety, it grows in the little things. It's showing appreciation, like saying, thanks for making my coffee. Or, I really love when you smile at me that way. It's in creating rituals, a hug before you leave the house, checking in at the end of the day, setting aside time without phones. These might feel like very small things, but the secret is that they begin to wire your body and your relationship with safety. And here's the beautiful thing. If you wire your body for safety when it's not in conflict, it is so much easier to find that safety and ground yourself when you are in the middle of conflict because you've already practiced it. Your body remembers. We are on the same team. We can weather this together. And when couples do this consistently, conflict stops feeling like so much of a threat. You stop fearing conflict because you trust the connection that you have with your partner. And that trust, it opens the door to deeper intimacy, more honest conversations, and deeper bonds. So this week, I want to invite you to reflect. In your relationship, how does protection show up in you? Do you tend to pursue, withdraw, or a combination of the two? And what helps you feel safe enough to reconnect? Take a few minutes to journal about that. Or even better yet, share it with your partner. Open up an entirely new level of understanding. If this was helpful to you, please be sure to like and subscribe to the channel down below so that you can get weekly therapy tools for couples and individuals. And if you'd like to go deeper, I have created a free guide, Sacred Spaces. It's a resource for creating emotional safety in your own life and relationships. You can download it for free today in the description down below. Because connection isn't built on perfect communication. It's built on safety. And once you have safety, everything else gets easier. And lastly, I want to leave you with this meditation that is a guided meditation to help you create safety and connection in your relationship. Well, my friend, thank you so much for carving out a little bit of time, spending it here with me. Until next time, bye for now.